Most people think that walking more is the key to staying fit after turning 70. But what if I told you that doctors are now advising caution? Walking is a great way to stay active, but if it is your only form of exercise, you might actually be making a mistake that speeds up aging instead of slowing it down. As you get older, your body requires more than just walking to stay strong, keep your balance, and protect your joints. Depending too much on walking while ignoring other crucial movements can cause muscle loss, joint issues, and even increase your risk of falling. That is why experts now recommend walking less and focusing on 5 other important activities. These are the real keys to staying strong, energized, and independent as you age. In this video, we will explore the 5 essential areas you should start focusing on instead of only walking. These small adjustments can improve your movement, strengthen your bones, and potentially add years to your life. Stay with me until the end, because the last point is rarely discussed, yet it plays a big role in how long and how well you live. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you do and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If you do not, type 0 to help me make better content for you. Now, let us get started. Strength training to keep your muscles strong. Walking is excellent for staying mobile, but if it is all you do, you might be setting yourself up for muscle loss. After 70, sarcopenia, or the gradual weakening of muscles, becomes a serious threat to your ability to stay independent. The issue is that walking does not do much to build strength. It mainly targets your lower body, and even then, it does not offer the resistance muscles need to stay firm and healthy. That is why health experts now highlight the importance of strength training after 70. It helps slow down muscle loss, improves balance, and keeps you strong enough to avoid injuries or falls. If you can still carry a full grocery bag, stand from a chair without using your hands, or open a tight jar with ease, your muscles are still doing well. But if those things are starting to feel harder than they used to, it might mean your strength is fading, even if you have not noticed it. The truth is, if you are not actively working to keep your muscles strong, your body will start losing them. Take Robert, age 74, for example. He walked daily, thinking it was enough to stay in shape. But one day, he found it tough to lift a box that once felt light. Getting up from the couch started feeling harder too. At first, he blamed aging. But his doctor told him that muscle loss speeds up when you do not challenge your muscles. So Robert began adding simple strength workouts to his routine. He used light resistance bands, did bodyweight squats, and started easy dumbbell exercises. Within a few months, he felt stronger, steadier, and even had more energy during the day. Strength training does not mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. It can be as easy as using resistance bands or doing basic bodyweight exercises. Exercises like squats, push-ups against a kitchen counter, or lifting everyday household items can all help. The key is gradual resistance, challenging your muscles just enough to keep them working and alert. And the benefits go well beyond strength alone. Research shows that keeping your muscles strong is closely tied to a longer life, better movement, and even sharper thinking. If you want to check your current strength, try this. Sit in a chair and stand up without using your hands. If you can do that with ease, it is a good indicator. If it feels difficult, it may be time to begin working on building strength again. The good news is that it is never too late. Strength training can help recover lost muscle, improve balance, and help you remain self-sufficient for many more years. So if you are still depending only on walking for fitness, consider this a clear signal. It might not be enough. Muscle strength is essential for a longer, healthier life, and after 70, it is one of the most valuable things to maintain. If you are still watching this video and finding this information helpful, type the number 1 in the comments to let me know. Now let us move on. Balance and stability training to avoid falls. Walking helps you stay active, but it does not always improve balance, something many people do not realize until they experience a problem. After age 70, preventing falls becomes one of the most important parts of staying safe and independent. Falls are one of the top causes of serious injuries in older adults, and many of those falls happen not because of weak legs but due to poor balance. If you are not working directly on improving your balance, you may be increasing your risk without even knowing it. You might think, I have walked my whole life, so my balance must be fine. But balance is not something that remains steady on its own. It slowly weakens unless you train it. Walking does not activate the small muscles in your feet, ankles, and core like specific balance exercises do. And when balance declines, even a minor misstep can lead to a fall that takes a long time to recover from. Think about the last time you stood on one leg to put on a sock or reached up to grab something off a high shelf. Did you feel stable? Or did you need to hold on to something? Many people do not realize their balance is slipping until they have a close call, a moment that shakes their confidence. That is what happened to someone like Edward, age 76. He was always on the move. But one day, while stepping down from a curb, his foot landed awkwardly and he suddenly lost his balance. He managed to catch himself, but it made him aware of how fragile his stability had become. His doctor explained that basic balance moves, like standing on one leg, shifting weight side to side, and practicing steady control, could help rebuild his confidence. In just a few weeks, Edward noticed real changes. He felt more stable, stronger, and more sure of his steps. You do not need a gym or equipment to train your balance. Easy exercises like standing on one foot, walking in a straight line heel to toe, or doing slow, mindful weight shifts can make a big difference. And the benefits go beyond just reducing the chance of falling. Improved balance means better posture, faster reflexes, and smoother coordination, making daily movement feel easier and more controlled. If you want to check your balance, try this. Stand close to a counter for support and lift one foot off the floor. See if you can hold your balance for at least 10 seconds. If you can do this easily, that is a strong sign your balance is still in good shape. But if it feels difficult, that may mean your balance needs attention. And the earlier you start working on it, the better. Balance is one of those things most people overlook until a problem happens. But practicing balance now can help you stay strong and self-reliant for many years. So if you have only been focusing on walking, now is the time to start making balance a priority, because staying active is good, but staying stable is even better when it comes to fall prevention. Flexibility and mobility exercises to support joint health. Walking keeps your legs moving, but it does not do much for your flexibility, and that becomes more important with age. As you grow older, your joints tend to stiffen, your range of motion narrows, and movements that once felt easy can start to feel restricted. If you have noticed that turning your head feels tighter, or that bending down to tie your shoes is more effort than before, that is a signal that your flexibility might be declining. And when your ability to move freely starts to fade, so does your independence. The challenge is that many people do not understand how essential mobility is until they begin to lose it. Walking alone does not stretch your muscles completely or work all the motion patterns your joints need. That is why doctors now highlight that, after 70, spending time on flexibility and mobility training is just as important as staying active. It is what allows you to keep doing daily tasks with ease and without discomfort. Think back to the last time you reached into the back seat of your car or tried to put on a coat. Did it feel smooth, or did you notice some stiffness? Many ignore these early signs, assuming they are just part of aging. But what is really happening is that your muscles and connective tissues are slowly tightening, reducing flexibility bit by bit. This is exactly what happened to someone like Walter, age 78. He walked every day, but over time he realized that getting out of bed in the morning felt stiffer. When he picked something up from the floor, he had to bend his knees more than usual. His doctor explained that this was not just normal aging, it was the result of not moving his joints through their full range often enough. So Walter began adding light stretching, gentle joint movements, and slow, controlled motions into his daily habits. In a few weeks, he felt more relaxed, moved with ease, and even noticed his posture getting better. Flexibility work does not have to mean sitting down and reaching for your toes for a few seconds. Things like controlled stretches, slow joint rotations, and simple movements inspired by yoga can have a big effect. Basic exercises like turning your neck gently, rolling your shoulders, bringing your knees to your chest, or making slow ankle circles help your joints stay flexible and reduce discomfort, and the benefits go far beyond less stiffness. Better flexibility leads to fewer body aches, stronger blood flow, improved posture, and even a lower chance of falling. If you want to check your flexibility, try this. Stand tall and slowly turn your head from one side to the other. Does it move freely, or do you feel tightness? If you do, it is a sign your flexibility is dropping, and now is the time to take action. Losing mobility is not something you have to accept. With just a few minutes of stretching each day, you can help. your body stay more flexible, more comfortable, and pain-free for years ahead. So, if walking is your main type of exercise, now is a good time to also start paying attention to flexibility. Keeping your joints flexible and your movements smooth is one of the most important steps to help you stay active and independent beyond the age of 70. If you are still watching and find these insights useful, please comment the number 3 below to let me know you are here. Now, let's move forward. Core and posture exercises to support your spine. Walking helps keep your legs active, but it does not do much for your core or your posture, and both become even more important after the age of 70. A strong core is not just about firm stomach muscles. It helps your body stay stable, protects against back pain, and keeps your spine properly aligned as you move. When your core is weak, you may begin to notice pain in your lower back, feel less balanced, or find yourself leaning forward when walking. These issues can increase the chances of falling and put more pressure on your joints over time. Most people do not realize how much posture matters until they begin to feel discomforts that did not used to be there. If you find yourself slouching more, feeling tightness in your back, or having difficulty standing straight for longer periods, that could be a sign your core muscles need strengthening. Walking does not fully activate the deep muscles in your stomach and lower back that are key to keeping you upright. That is why many health professionals say that after 70, exercises focused on posture and core strength should be part of your routine. Take someone like Harold, 75. He stayed active, but over the years noticed his shoulders curling forward and his back becoming more uncomfortable. Even though he walked every day, his doctor pointed out that his posture was causing extra pressure on his spine and joints, leading to long-term stiffness and a higher risk of losing balance. Harold began including light core exercises in his daily habits, such as seated pelvic tilts, standing posture resets, and gently tightening his abdominal muscles. Within weeks, he had less back pain, stood up straighter, and even found it easier to breathe. You do not need a gym or any special gear to improve your core. Simple actions like standing against a wall with good posture, tightening your lower abs while sitting, or slowly rotating your torso can help wake up the muscles that support your spine. And there are more benefits beyond posture alone. A strong core also leads to better balance, reduced joint strain, and even improved digestion, because those muscles also help support your internal organs. If you want to check your core strength, try this. Stand with your back flat against a wall so your head, shoulders, and hips are all touching it. Can you hold that position easily, or does it feel like you are forcing it? If it feels unnatural, that likely means your posture needs attention, and working on your core can help. Building posture and core strength is key to staying mobile, preventing injury, and even maintaining a more upright and confident appearance. So if walking is still your only form of movement, it is time to include exercises that focus on the muscles that truly keep you steady and strong. Joint protection and low-impact exercises to reduce strain. Walking is a great way to stay moving. But if it is your only type of activity, it can start to place extra stress on your joints, especially as you grow older. After 70, your cartilage begins to thin out, joint fluid reduces, and your body's natural shock absorption is not as effective. This is why many older adults start to feel stiff knees, sore hips, or discomfort in the feet, even if they have stayed active for most of their lives. The issue is not just the walking itself. The real concern is that walking by itself does not offer the full joint support your body requires. Many people believe that joint pain is simply a normal part of aging, but in truth, stiffness and aches often develop more quickly when joints are not being properly protected. In fact, walking can sometimes add to the problem since it puts repeated pressure on the same joints again and again. That is why more doctors are now advising that after 70, you should reduce high-impact walking and begin including more low-impact exercises that both strengthen and shield your joints. Think about the last time you completed a long walk. Did you finish feeling refreshed and free of discomfort? Or did your joints feel sore, tight, or uncomfortable afterward? If your walks often leave you in pain, it could be a sign that your joints are lacking the proper support they need. This is exactly what someone like Raymond, age 77, experienced. He walked daily, thinking it was the ideal exercise. But over time, he began noticing stiffness in his knees and discomfort in his lower back. His doctor told him it was time to ease off the repeated stress on his joints and shift to low-impact exercises. Raymond started adding light swimming, cycling, and mobility-focused movements to his routine. Within weeks, his joint pain reduced without having to stop exercising altogether. Joint-friendly options include activities like water aerobics, biking, tai chi, or simple chair-based stretches. These kinds of exercises help improve circulation to the joints, increase fluid for cushioning, and strengthen the surrounding muscles, without putting too much pressure on the sensitive parts of your body. And the benefits go beyond just feeling less pain. Taking care of your joints now means more movement, less stiffness, and greater comfort well into the future. If you want to check how your joints are doing, try this. Sit down in a chair, then slowly rise without using your hands. Pay attention to how your knees and hips feel. Do they move freely, or do they feel tight and achy? If there is any discomfort, that is your body's way of telling you that your joints need more care. Switching to low-impact movement may help more than you think. Keeping your joints strong and healthy is not just about managing pain. It is about staying mobile, holding on to your independence, and making sure each step feels smooth, not uncomfortable. If your focus has only been on walking, it may be time to shift toward exercises that actually support your joints instead of stressing them. If you are still watching and have found this information helpful, comment the number 5 below to let me know you are still here. Now let us wrap up. Final thoughts. As we bring this video to a close, take a minute to think about the 5 key areas we discussed. If your exercise routine has been only walking, you may not have realized that your body needs more than just steps to stay strong, flexible, and pain-free. Once you are past 70, it becomes important to focus more on preserving muscle strength, improving balance, staying flexible, building core stability, and protecting your joints. These are the habits that will truly help you stay active and independent for the long term. A lot of people think aging means you have to slow down, but the truth is, your body can still improve no matter how old you are. Whether you need to work on posture, mobility, strength, or balance, even small changes can lead to a big improvement in how you feel and move. You feel, and how long you stay independent. The important thing is to get started now. Muscle strength, balance, and joint function do not weaken all at once. It happens slowly over time. But the positive news is that you can take action to slow it down or even improve it. So, which of these 5 areas do you think you should focus on the most? Have you seen any changes in how strong, balanced, or mobile you feel lately? We would really like to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below with one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your daily life. Your feedback means a lot to us, so feel free to share. Reading your comments gives us real motivation to keep going. If you liked this video and found the tips useful, please give it a like, subscribe, and share. Your support allows us to keep making helpful content to inform and guide you. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next video.